Well, hello everyone. I just unloaded in OK Falls. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do that today because of my dentist. I wasn't sure how I'd feel after that. Halfway through, the dentist kind of stopped and goes, okay, that's all we kind of have planned today. Do you want to keep going, get the rest done, or do it another day? I'm like, keep going, get them all done. I got a bunch of old fillings replaced and then one new filling done, and then it just happens that I broke another tooth yesterday, so a total of 6 fillings, but 4 of them were just replacing old ones. You know those old silver ones? They were getting so old that they were starting to slowly chip off and break off, and I was, you know, swallowing them. I don't know how healthy that is. So we did 6 fillings. And I also asked the dentist to use as little painkiller as she could. Every now and then I'd be twitching in pain. She goes, you okay? I'm like, yep, keep going, keep going. I'm like, the less painkiller you have in me, the more likely I can drive today. If all of a sudden I feel like I can't drive, I'm not going to be driving, right? So I have very little painkiller. My mouth isn't even numb. The one that, the broken tooth, she had to put more painkiller in that one, but the 4 just replacing old fillings, no painkiller at all. We just went with 0 painkiller. Because you're just drilling off the top surface and then cleaning it, sterilizing it, and putting a new surface on, so you're not really going into the nerves. So every now and then that still bit into the nerves a bit, but hey, I can drive today. I'll put up with a little bit of pain for a bit. Right there's one big cherry tree blooming in front of that White House. Maybe it's like 6 cherry trees, but yeah, we got some orchards blooming like crazy. They're on the left-hand side. I see some blooming, but yeah, the trees are starting to bloom. Little patches here and there where they're starting to bloom like crazy. It's been very rainy all weekend. We are just south of Oliver, headed south on Highway 97. We're headed to just north of Castlegar. We're going to drop these trailers off, and then we're going to bobtail down to Spokane, hook onto our trailers, and then tomorrow morning deliver that load. Back to normal. Let's make some money. I have a good feeling about this week. I just do. I just have that really positive vibe about this week.
I do want to mention you didn't have a black cat with you last week, and you still have problems.
Yeah, I don't know how to blame the black cat for last week's problems. Just my own stupidity.
Just saying that I wasn't there, so.
I'm a dang good driver, but I am not a mechanic. I am not a mechanic. Because honestly, if I had known what the shop would do to fix all the problems in here, I could have limped the thing back home. I couldn't have fixed it all, but I could have limped it back home. But yeah, we're definitely going to be driving into a snowstorm. But watching the shop, what they did to the truck to get it to start up, and then after that they actually fixed what the problem was. The problem was electrical. It's like, oh, I am learning stuff. Okay, I will remember that for next time. We're all stupid until we learn, get some experience under our belt, right? Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of blooming here and there. It's raining down here, so Paulson should be nice and slippery. Mudslides everywhere. Highway 33 was closed. Highway 3B is closed. 3A, is that 3A? Yeah, 3A. Between Colleton and Karamias is closed due to a huge mudslide. So we just don't know. We could be driving along and all of a sudden the road will just be closed indefinitely. Summerland to Princeton Road is closed due to a big washout. It's just that time of year where we have washouts and mudslides and rock slides and all that fun stuff. We got a little bit of sun, but it seems to be gone. Yeah, I see all these orchards beside. You can see buds on them. I'm sure you guys can't see them on the Sony video, but all the trees have that slight green to them instead of brown. It's definitely a lot of buds starting to grow. There'll be a lot of flowers here soon. A lot of flowers and a lot of sneezing from us. So this little side road on the right-hand side, that's where I parked the trailers a few weeks ago when I had my tarp stolen. So on that little side road, there's a pullout up ahead. I parked it in that big pullout, and apparently that's not a safe place to park. You cannot see that pullout from this highway. So that means the person that stole it, probably a local here or somebody that by chance happened to be driving by on that side road and goes, hey, we're going to steal that. Having said that, my trailers that are parked in Spokane, the 4 tarps are underneath the wheels. I drove right on top of the tarps, and then I put a locking pin on the kingpin of the trailer, so I feel fairly safe with that trailer being there. I did not lock the toolbox because I couldn't find the key to that padlock. But people don't usually steal straps. There's no value in straps. What they steal is tarps and the load. A lot of lumber loads go missing. They steal what's on the load and then they drop the trailer off. They abandon it because they know they have GPS sensors in them. So. Yeah, all these swamps are more like lakes now and not swamps. I saw the dam in OK Falls was at max capacity. The overflow was going. So over max capacity. So Skaha Lakes is over max capacity. Where'd the beach go? Osoyoos Lake has no beach. The water's so high, there's no beach left. The road flooded. Yeah, it's not too bad right now. Just flowing across the road, a small creek. On Saturday it was flowing a lot more. That lake is very beautiful green tinge to it. It's like a muddy green. I don't know, it's not clear. It's not clear water because all the rushing water, it's all disturbed, but so it's like a muddy green, muddy turquoise. Maybe more like no, not really a jade. It's too light for that. Guess what, guys? I've got my learners for motorcycles. I have 4 limitations to riding motorcycle right now, but it's the only thing I wasn't allowed to drive. So right now, I'm allowed to ride a motorcycle under 60 kilometers per hour. Have to have a supervisor that has a license, so anybody else with a motorcycle license has to be following me or with me or in front of me or whatever in the group. I can't drive at night. That's 3 of them. So under 60 kilometers an hour, have to have a supervisor, can't drive at night. I know there's another one. Can't think of it right now. And in 2 weeks, I could already make an appointment in 2 weeks to do the skill test. But I'm going to wait a little longer than that because I'm going to have very little time to ride a bike. I'm going to offer my brother to pay to insure his second bike. And maybe next weekend we're home, I might do some riding around town. Some pretty cool stuff in that greenhouse. Some unique plants. Okay, Alberta, what are you doing? Are you turning off as well, or are you just going to drive slow now? Look at that blooming. That orchard's blooming like crazy. See, the further south we get, the more blooming there is. There's some crazy flowers on that one. Okay, Alberta.
In 1 kilometer, turn left on
What are we doing?
3.
Speed limit is 80 here, sir. That's okay, we have to turn off here in 1 kilometer anyway. Hopefully Alberta doesn't turn the same direction. From the lane he's staying in, that makes me think he's turning the same direction. Nope. Oh, what are you doing?
Turn left at the traffic light. Pedestrians. Yeah, when I wrote that knowledge test for my learners for the bike, I didn't study at all. I flipped through the book very quickly and read the tips along the side margins, and then I'm like, well, I don't have time to study. I'll study through it the next week, so I'll read through the whole thing. And I know they have some really good tips in there and stuff, but I'm like, I'm going to go write the test anyway, even though I haven't studied. It's only $15 to go write it. I'm like, I actually have an opportunity to write it. I'm just going to write it even though I haven't studied. And had no problem passing it. 0 wrong out of 40 questions, so it's very much, I wasn't sure if he's going to back into us there, very much common sense type of questions, so
I'll go back and read it. I was going to take it with. It's in our pickup truck. Darn it. Well, now I'm disappointed. I'm like...
Stop somewhere, we can get you another one.
Turn right on Highway 3.
All right there, sir. You parked in a spot that there's no parking. And now you're going to make it very hard for me to make this corner without running you over.
Continue on the road.
That is why you cannot park there. That is tight. Oh, what an idiot. There's a reason why you can't park on that corner. A Super B goes around that corner a little nicer than a big, long single trailer. So when a big van truck comes around that, it's going to be even tighter. And I was just inches from him. It's like, not cool. I was tempted to honk at him, but I'm like, no, I think I can make the corner. If I couldn't have made the corner, I would just stopped. Stopped and waited. Hold up the traffic. He's the one that gets a ticket for blocking traffic. Kids everywhere. Like watching the kid on the bike, and then all of a sudden kids pop out on the other side. It's like, we're gonna climb Anarchist Mountain here. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. And please be a respectful driver and think about the drivers next to you and behind you and in front of you. And think about why a parking space is a no parking area in that area, even though you think you can fit there. You can fit there, but maybe a big rig can't get past you now. Just think of each other. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up. See you tomorrow in the US of A.